This is titled, It's Only a Game? With a question mark at the end of game. Come on now. Cheer up. It's a game. You love games. You are making games up all the time. Life in your world is a grand game. I think they call it role-playing. Or is it virtual reality? It is hard to tell. You are always jumping back and forth on both sides of the fence, never sure who you really want to be. It is a labyrinth game, very realistic, isn't it? One could almost think it was real, couldn't they? Oh yeah. The way out. You simply need to remember to take the road less often traveled. Wasn't that a book title in your last life? There will be some new elements we are going to implement in the nature of the game. I know I have been going in and out of style, but I am sort of a classic traditionalistic, and I have a lot of experience at this game of life, you know. I mean, it was a good game, but these newcomers, well, they tried to take shortcuts and lost quality control over the outcome. Ain't that right? They tried to jerry-rig everything, and some even forgot there was a master program that overrides anything that is not in harmony with it. Some things are best left to God, or Source, Creator. But some people think it is not fashionable these days to bring up that topic. It's not cool. Your friends might think you were codependent. The game was intended so that everyone could play and everyone had a chance to live their dream. Everyone was a winner. Now, the program is corrupted. The ones who manipulated the game are so confused, wondering whom to blame, that some of them are even blaming God. Imagine that. Oh yes, I almost forgot the new elements. You can expect the veils between 4D and 3D reality will become very thin. They thin. So thin at times you may not know if you are dreaming or you are awake. If you are making it up or it is making you up. The reality of your dreams will bridge over to your waking lives. It will be like sometimes you can actually see the screens, and the picture may slip now and again, because you aren't yet fully aware that you are making the movie. I love how he describes that. At other times, you will actually be able to see the connecting fibers connecting things together. Meanwhile, in your inner visions, you will be able to see these fibers as they flow like a spider's web between all our experiences, be it past, present, and future, awake and dreaming. The realization that time is collapsing will become very obvious. Now, there is this old issue with karma. Well, Michael broke those chains back in the year 1995. But some of you still are not aware of that, I guess. and I have gotten stuck in old, outdated programming. It is when the new grid took hold, the one that I am communicating to you through now. Aha. You will be aware as you embrace your truth that karma will appear to dissolve as quickly as you drop your altered ego, which keeps you tied to the hip by your image of yourself. The image is not real. It is a contrived reflection. That is why it is distorted. If you are a reflection of the light, you cannot be the light. So, desire to be the source, and you will be the light itself. And in case you need a little push along the way, know that your thoughts will begin to manifest instantly, as well as the reaction to your thoughts. Now, are your thoughts complete? Did you really mean what you just thought? Ask yourself. Can you remember what you just thought? Do you ever think about how many of those thoughts you have a day? Like, count them out. Remember that the old program is used up. It is the end of the show. Curtain time, as they say in show business. It is the only tyrant and their puppet sheeple that are staying for the bows. So, you are going to have to take the responsibility to get yourself home in the dark. The trumpets have sounded. You were called, but you were busy and didn't hear the message, as usual. And where are you going? Well, tyranny and fear cannot pass into the fifth world, the new world. All that will be washed away, all will be purified, all. So there is no where to run. Just get real and own who and what you are. Own that. You will, of course, be challenged every inch of this journey to evolve into your divine humanness. This is the ultimate fairy tale, and you are very experienced at role-playing. You can play any role you choose, even the angel if you choose. But remember, the angel next to you has the same right as well. You will be tested constantly. Now, I just gotta show you that 2020 has been a year of tests. Feels like we in the thick of it. Fellow starseeds, I shall say it. Starseeds, tribe. Universal tribe, galactic tribe, Terra tribe. We here. We're rolling with the punches. So, you will be tested constantly to be true to your feelings, true to your path, your actions, and to speak and live your truth, no matter what the oppositions or evidence to the contrary may appear to be. Remember, the secret has always been, air quoting here, cycles of truth, pathways of peace, end of air quote. What is not serving the higher frequencies will blow away in the solar winds that are about to bluster. In the first 3 years of the new century, you will have the opportunity to define your position in the great universal game. It is highly important that your choices are clear and we discern your true motivations thoroughly, because with absolute certainty, you will manifest the pathway to your heart's desires in physical reality by the end of the first year in the 9th Toltec era. For here is where dark and light either separate forever, or through the secrets of alchemy, they join into the divine oneness in which they were created. Mirror aspects, you could say, of each other, creating the perfect hologram through which you project your dreams. During the next 40 to 50 years of earthly experience, humanity is being honed through the process of survival to come into harmony. Through the process, however, we will experience a lot of soul shaking due to the frequency fluctuations and our innate resistance to change. Language will change as well. We will develop a sort of universal earth language that will be layered over English, yet will include words from the global culture, making the speaking of simple truth quite vague in the new paradigm. We will find, if we haven't already, that life is going to afford us many instances where we will be urged to employ a policy of, air quoting here, tough love, end of air quote, to many situations. Not out of reprisal, but out of the necessity to preserve honor and respect and a degree of human dignity. If you realize the divinity in yourself, then you empathetically feel and see it in all things. But here's the hitch. You can't fake it. Before we can reach this realization, however, there is a wild strain in us all. This strain is the escape artist. Must and is working its way out of our psyche. We are finding many instances where we are playing out our fears, and age makes not the barrier for these actions. Because of stress, which is being heightened by our naturally short fuses, displays of violent actions both on the part of those protesting controls and those employing them upon populations of the world are due to a natural shifting of energies as we merge into the higher octaves of the emerging fifth world. Here we go. People will be given to displays of momentary insanity quite frequently. Remember to always place yourself in the light of divine love before taking actions when you are confronted with energy that causes you to respond with strong emotion. We are learning our emotions are extremely powerful tools, and even our words are capable of crippling someone for a very long time. So, during the learning cycle, it would be best to adopt an attitude of allowance. Allow, allow, allow. Turn the dial to love. Turn your heart dial to love. Rising tide raises all ships. Starseeds, family, All hands on deck. Let love be thy weapon. Aho.